Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your number one source right here on YouTube for all the WWE action and the full reviews and our thoughts from Smackdown in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Also, the huge John Cena heel turn news, man, because we are doing this live on a multicast. I am your co-host with the very most, Shady, Davy D. LaFlair. You can catch me over on the LaFlair Network. Man, we have a lot to talk about, a lot to bring you today as we are leading up to WrestleMania 41. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. We have a big gold belt for the 5K giveaway. Now, without further ado, let me introduce you to the host of the show. You know, the man, the myth, the legend, the icon, the final boss, Ziggy Cruze.
Yep, thanks for the warm reception. And yeah, I'm just like you, just hugely surprised by the big John Cena heel turn.
Absolutely.
Everybody's buzzing about that.
Now, everybody, we want you to give your feedback. We want to know your thoughts below. And again, yes, we are doing the big gold belt right here for the 5K subscriber giveaway. Any interaction really helps the growth of these channels. Now, Ziggy Cruze, hit him with that wrestling news.
Absolutely. SmackDown kicked off with Randy Orton coming at you from Philadelphia, city of brotherly love, as they say. You know, just classic Orton, just soaking in the crowd. Talks about John Cena, talks about Kevin Owens, calling Kevin Owens the jealous man out to destroy everyone around him. And, you know, the voices in Randy Orton's head's back, he says. They're telling him to hunt Kevin Owens into next week. He even tells Pat McAfee that he's not the best kicker in WWE anymore. So.
That's right. As Orton did kick us off, poking jabs at John Cena. Then cuts a mean promo on KO.
Yep.
Gearing up towards WrestleMania, man. Them guys are going to go at it, throw down. It's going to be a great show, man. These guys are going to put and with Randy Orton being back, man, the crowd loves him some Randy Orton, man. What the future Hall of Famer. In our Missouri zone, St. Louis zone, Randy Orton.
And then next up we have Tiffany Stratton and Piper Niven, and you know, match kicked off with a little shoving before Piper bulldozed Stratton, and Tiffany just always, like she does, finds a way to pull out the prettiest moonsault ever and wins the match before Charlotte Flair decides to come out and kick her ass a little bit.
Yes, you're right. It was Tiffy time until it was cut short by the crowd. Good time. I slapped her with a figure 8 there at the end.
Yep. And then next up we'll have the tag team title contenders, and Nick Aldis he's in full conspiracy mode this week. He should be down at the lair of LaFlair trying to figure out what's going on in the tag team division, and he sets up a number one contenders match. Pretty deadly. They snuck out a win over the Motor City Machine Guns and Los Garza. Good old fashioned trickery.
And yes, there was a backstage interview, and Andretti pretty much said, man, he knows him, and he thinks he should just part ways and do his own thing. So I look for more of that to come in the next few weeks. For leading up into WrestleMania, there might be something in store for them at WrestleMania time. And Thursday's night is Bowling with the Kingpins. Please do me a favor, show your support. Come on here to YouTube, check out LaFlair Network, and give us some support. Like, share, subscribe. Any interaction really does help the Kingpins as we continue to climb the ranks right here in the League Series. It's about to come to an end, about a month left. And that's all right. We got the Summer League coming up, so come check us out right here on the LaFlair Network for some Kingpins bowling. And this whole drama that was playing down before us, man, with Naomi, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill. Man, take it away, Ziggy. Yeah, let's do that again.
No problem.
Oh, okay, got a good one. All right. And next up, we had an awkward interview between Naomi and Bianca Belair. As there was very emotional. Lots of tears in the air, as you could say. And obviously there was the whole story. Who did it? And she came clean. She obviously came clean. Was this storyline taking too long? Did it like jump the shark? What? Ziggy Cruze, fill us in. What do you think about this whole interaction with this?
Yeah, there for a while, I was beginning to think it was just one of those storylines that they just started and just don't finish, expecting us just to forget anything happened. Jade was just going to come back just normal, but no, they continued the storyline, and man, kind of had shades of Naomi's father-in-law Rikishi. Kind of, I did it for you, Rock.
Yes, it was. It was a little bit of that nostalgia with that, and it involving that same family.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if that's some of the tricks she learned from Rikishi.
Might have been, but I don't know. We'll see. As it looks like it's going to be a matchup at WrestleMania, and good for those. I mean, them girls need to be put in a match. Let that be shine on the biggest, brightest lights of them all.
Man, I gotta say, man, like some pretty good acting too, man. Like they had the facials. I mean, they came a long way from the old, Sasha Banks segments of yesteryear.
Yeah, well, she's no longer there to be carried with those girls. Anymore, so.
Yeah, I mean, because like they were sucking you in on this, man. Fucking, they really had the emotions. So bravo to those two.
Absolutely. As we see Drew McIntyre pretty much being a big baby at this point. You know what I mean? So I'll let Ziggy Cruze go ahead and take it away and fill you in with this a little bit of Drew McIntyre interaction.
Yeah, absolutely. Being a baby's correct. He's fuming. He's blaming Damian Priest for running this shot. He's, basically that's it. Just mad at the world. Everybody's wrong for him,
Doing the heel thing, but he's such a good heel. As he's gearing up and working up towards his matchup at WrestleMania 41 as well. And next up on paper, you would think this would be an interesting, great matchup between Braun Strowman and Solo Sikoa. Man, I was interested to see what was going to play out with these big guys in a matchup. It was kind of short for me, but go ahead and Ziggy Cruze, tell us what about it.
Yeah, it was just absolute chaos. I mean, Tommy Tonga gets involved. It ends in disqualification, and Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf, he comes out and just goes to war with Braun Strowman, and Braun Strowman choke slams them off a crate through a table, and somehow Fatu he props right back up because he's a beast. So.
Yeah, one man wrecking machine with a big bump there in the back, in that tech area that was back there. Big bump, as you've seen. Jacob Fatu, and almost like the Wolverine feel in there, you know what I'm saying? So he's a crowd favorite.
The Samoan Wolverine, if you will.
Absolutely. And next up, we had a street fight for the U.S. Women's title. We had Michin versus our champion, Chelsea Green. Take it away.
Yep, absolutely. And just weapons are everywhere. They're using kendo sticks, chains, trash cans, chairs, fire extinguisher. Saw a kitchen sink be in play. And Michin, she looks like she's ready to take the title, but a hooded figure comes out of nowhere and turns out to be Alba Fire. It looks like she's part of Chelsea Green's entourage with Piper Niven now. So
this looks like to be an interesting angle as the stable grows now for Chelsea Green and Piper Niven.
Her secret service is getting bigger.
Ooh, yes, it is. And good for her to have a little bit of play because you don't see really much of Alba Fire, so good for her to have a new role. You know what I mean? And we have the champion, Cody Rhodes, coming out to do his interview. Ziggy Cruze.
Yeah, a very emotional interview. Cody's got a black eye. He's talking about the weight of betrayal on his shoulders. He talks, tells the world how he had to lie to his daughter about what happened at Elimination Chamber. John Cena, his former hero, has turned his back on everything he stood for, and Cody's out for justice. He lays it all out, saying if Cena wants some, then he should get some, and the WrestleMania challenge is officially thrown down.
Absolutely.
See you at WrestleMania.
And as you see the John Cena shirt, I am a big John Cena fan. And boy, was I not a kid when I jumped up off the couch when he kicked Cody Rhodes, man. And wow, man, what a heel turn. And people were wanting to compare this, and this is what I want to speak to you about, Ziggy Cruze, right here on your show. And because a lot of people want to compare this to, I'm sure you're ready to hear this, and you know what is coming.
Yeah.
Hollywood Hogan turn, brother. And I'm going to try to tell these people how way different it really was for John Cena, because John Cena, he didn't have to go nowhere. He wasn't at the refresh his career. This guy is on his last year. He's getting babyface pops everywhere he goes, man. He did not have to do this. We thought we should have seen this a few years back, but hey, you know what? We're getting it now, and boy, what a story this is, Ziggy Cruze.
I know it's interesting comparison, but yeah, you hit all the finer points where Hogan pretty much had to turn heel or his career was over and stuff. And they were winging that WCW back then. They didn't know how NWO was gonna go, how it was gonna end. It never really ended. It came back 7 to 8 other times and stuff. And this, they know where it's going to end, how it's going to end. I assume, this is John Cena's last year, his last day is December 31st. So they're doing this for a reason. They're not just winging this, just hot-shotting it like the NWO was.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're gonna, awesome! What an awesome job they done, man. And you know what? Maybe we should have seen it coming. Maybe, I don't know, but man, what the fans' reaction? All the internet was a buzz. We're finally get to talk to it right here, man.
Yeah.
What a man!
Well, I gotta come clean about something now, man. Like now that John Cena's heel turn, I gotta tell everybody I could actually see John Cena the entire time.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw him the entire time.
So
I was just playing along with it.
So what do you think, Ziggy Cruze? Are we going to see suited up John Cena? What kind of new John Cena?
I don't know. He's off to make a movie. I think not this Monday, but the Monday after. John Cena will be on Raw. It will. Man, we're talking like record ratings. I mean, we're talking about like ratings comparable, if not better than the January 6th Raw ratings, man. Like everybody's gonna be tuning in to see.
People tuned in for that Netflix the very first opener, Ziggy Cruze. So absolutely.
So we're looking at record numbers coming a week from this Monday when John Cena spills the beans. So
John Cena gesture right there.
Yeah.
So man, what a great time it is, man. And it was seeing people was down on WrestleMania. What was going to be the hype? Boy, you might have got a bigger. This might be been bigger than last year's with this heel turn. I don't know, but we're going to see some more. Man, I'm ready. I'm ready for it, man. It's going to be some entertainment.
They set up Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes for next week. So they have Carmelo Hayes talks his usual talk, questioning Cody's choices and calling out Randy for spending months on his couch, and Randy Orton responds with a savage clapback. He wasn't playing Fortnite, he was playing Elden Ring. And then Nick Aldis sets up a match between the two for next week. And it looks like somebody's about to learn not to mess with the Legend Killer.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You don't want to mess with Randy Orton. What about Nick Aldis? Do you think he's going to make some wrestling interaction of his own? Do you think that was ever going to be a thing with him? I really thought when he came on, this is a way for him to, you know, have a role, be solidified, then become an active wrestler. But
Yeah, I saw an interview with Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce is done. Because there's a lot of rumors that this was going to lead to, you know, Nick Aldis versus Adam Pearce. He says Adam Pearce is no longer wrestling, hasn't wrestled for a while, hasn't wanted to wrestle. Nick Aldis, on the other hand, he just came to WWE from being the active NWA champion. So.
yeah, you think?
I expect something of him.
Absolutely, and me too, because I mean, you finally made it, and of course, you want to show what you got on the biggest stage of them all, as the big machine that is WWE.
I love it. You guys are so great.
Man, thank you for that. And next up, we had Jimmy Uso. Man, Jimmy Uso is big news over here on SmackDown against Drew McIntyre. And what do you know, man? This turned out to be a pretty good matchup. Take it away, Ziggy Cruze.
A pretty good matchup. Doesn't last long though. Drew he wrecks shop. He flattens Jimmy with a claymore, but before he can celebrate, Damian Priest blindsides him, and the brawl gets so heated that the referees, the backstage officials, they all have to come break them apart a couple times. And Priest makes one thing clear: he's gonna come after Drew every single week until he puts him down for good.
Absolutely, man. And it's good. We'll see it. We'll see more of this interaction. All right, everybody. Now it's time for the main event. As we see, we have LA Knight. Yeah. Is the champion, Shinsuke Nakamura. Ziggy Cruze. Hit him with that wrestling news.
Oh man, this is an intense match. Both men, they're just trading their big moves, you know. And then at one point, LA Knight dodges the mist, and poor Charles Robinson isn't so lucky. Poor little Nate. And with the referee blinded, Nakamura comes in with the chair, and Knight turns the tables and plants him with the BFT onto the steel. A second ref slides in, counts the pin, and just like that, LA Knight is the new champion.
Yes, he is. Champion again, finally. Man, and hopefully this is a bigger, better reign than before. And I thought we was going to get this matchup at WrestleMania, Ziggy Cruze.
I'm hoping for something bigger for LA Knight at WrestleMania. I don't know who or what it'll be, but hopefully it's something good.
Yeah, we got a short time now, but I figured this would have been a matchup that he would have struck on through and gained back that championship and do something big for those fans. But oh well, the man is back, and we're going to see what will happen and what is going to transaction into WrestleMania 41 for LA Knight.
I think Shinsuke Nakamura was a big disappointment as champion, and I hope LA Knight can find a better, more suitable opponent and can heat things up before WrestleMania. There is enough time, so we'll see what happens.
Absolutely, Ziggy Cruze. That was a very lackluster reign of a championship, if you ask me. But oh well, we see where the belt is right now, so that's good for LA Knight.
And speaking of WrestleMania, we got the Hall of Fame weekend coming up also.
Yes, and as if you didn't hear, Lex Luger has been inducted into this year's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I'm very excited about Lex Luger being inducted in the Hall of Fame. Was a big fan of his growing up, and I just have to bring up that Jim Cornette reviewing that guys from WCW talking about Lex Luger. And what an awkward time that guy to even speak out. Seems pretty bitter about stuff Lex did years ago, and
well, he held that back for 35 plus years.
He says Lex Luger was a womanizer, abusive father. He for 10 years he ate grilled chicken and rice.
Why did this man?
Oh,
I did some fighting some demons. I guess he finally let loose. On his poor guy can't even walk. As you've seen, as he got introduced in this year's Hall of Fame, he got up out of his wheelchair, and good for him, man. I'm glad because I was a Lex Luger fan, and he didn't. Yes, he was in the Lex Express. Man, that thing does seem like it was force fed, but you know what? And you can hear him speak about it. Where man, he liked that whole interaction on the whole bus campaign tour. Unfortunately, you know, stuff plays out. WCW was making a move right there, so man, you gotta do what you gotta do. And closing out, please like, share, and subscribe because any interaction really does help this channel. Come back for all your Raw, NXT, Friday Night Smackdowns, and premium live events right here with Ziggy Cruze and wrestling news. And WrestleMania 41 is getting closer, guys. And also, I gotta keep reminding you about the 5K giveaway for the big gold belt. It's usually right here on the desk. We'll have to bring that back for you next time. But you can come and check me out over on the LaFlair Network. And like we said earlier, Kingpin's Bowling is live Thursdays. And new episodes of Lair of LaFlair Sundays, guys. Everybody, please give it up for your host, Ziggy Cruze. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Ziggy Cruze.